The plane that actually was supposed to come to America crashed, so half the babies died.
Okay.
But because I was so I took the second plane and I was one of the survivors. So now part of me giving back is I actually provide funding for parents to adopt as well as foster care and also for medical supplies because I was a Strive to Thrive baby as well.
Wow.
So I also do talk on behalf of what it's like to be adopted for kids as well as for adults to understand that communication.
All right, so I've got chills, right? Chills. This is insane. So number one, so the biggest thing is, yeah. So all these stories, it's all a connection. It's all a weave. It's like a beautiful spider web, right? So much downloading for me with you, for you. So I'm going to speak to Raquel, who's my co-host, and it doesn't matter if she agrees or doesn't agree, because it doesn't matter. I also have another platform. I can connect everybody to some major adoption platforms that I've been speaking on as an adopted person, as someone who's been in the foster care system and my daughter is adopted at birth. We are a biracial family, and Lexi knows who she is because since the minute she's been in my arms, I just told her the story. So there's different ways because everybody does it differently. But one of the ways that I advocate, that I work for the adoption agency that I was adopted from, was, hey, telling that from the minute you've got that child in your arms, especially when you're young, when you're 4 months old. When you're in the system, you already know how the
Rough compared to other kids. I had it lucky. Like, it's still rough, but I had it lucky. Most kids that don't have what my type of story in the way, foster care, adoption, the structure. So it's tough. So
right. So you have yours.
It's tough.
So I have a girlfriend who's writing a book on international adoptions and all of that. So all I have is connection.
And I have TED Talks in Boca. They would have me as a speaker as well.
So that's where you're going to be.
I mean, the whole point is to create a whole brand. So it goes book deal, movie, then companies donate or pay you to be spokespersons for their companies, and then it does keynote speakers for big events, book tours nationwide, radio stations, TV, getting the message out. I mean, I see that happening.
Right. So
I just need to help put that together.
Right. So, but I went on your website, so you've got some events that are coming up.
Yes.
Which is great. So you raise that money, and that money goes to what and to where? I sit on two non. And what are we doing with that?
Well, we plan on we're raising money for $1,000 scholarship fund so for example, foster teen graduates or low income from high school.
Right.
They get their scholarship from the college, but that only pays for the credit hours and the tuition, right? And what they need is they work 2 to 3 jobs. Or some kids don't have families and they go to college, or kids are low income in foster care that go to college. So they need help with like moving expenses and food and books and all that extra stuff that comes out of your pocket that you're working 2 to 3 jobs to pay for. So we want to help them alleviate that pain when they first go into college. They work 2 to 3 jobs. Or some kids don't have families and they go to college, or kids are raise enough money to allocate those programs that we're looking for, and all that extra stuff that comes out of your pocket. Be able to execute. We have our deck. We have our business executive summaries. Alleviate that pain. When they have plans, they work 2 to 3 jobs. Or some kids don't have. We have a couple of schools that we selected to get started once we do receive funding. Raise moving money to allocate those programs that we're looking for. All that extra stuff. I was thinking of Boca Raton High School, Dwyer, alleviate that pain. Forest Hill, we have plans too. Or some kids don't have. We have a couple of schools that we selected to get started once we do receive funding. And then Forest Hill has a lot of programs. And
Yeah, one of the biggest programs that the CFO and I came up with, what we want to do. Yeah, one of the biggest programs that the CFO and I came up with, we want to do a backpack initiative because with the low income foster programs that the CFO school system. Here you go. Here's